Hello everyone, welcome back in this episode, and I guess in my continuation of Have Gun Will Travel episode series, I'm over here at Academy. I'm going to go ahead and purchase my first rifle. Of course, I got here in front of me my other pistols here. I might as well just go ahead and show you. So you see the pistol right there, the handle, my 9mm SD9. It's held up by these buckles here, so they don't just flop open. And then, of course, this is set up right in front of my chest. And then, my Walter P22 right here. So, Have Gun Will Travel. Of course, I got my backpack here, and inside this backpack is a special package, which I'm protecting. So let's check it out. I've heard that Academy is not displaying their rifles. I've heard. So I'm gonna go in there and check it out. I'm gonna actually try to buy my first rifle. I think the M&P rifle. That's the AR style. I might even look at some AKs, AK style variant, and let's see what happens. Hello everyone, welcome back. Another episode of, I guess, continuation of my episode of Have Gun Will Travel episode series. I just came back from a very long road trip regarding what I do for a living, which is Bitcoin trading, Bitcoin investing. If it's somehow related to Bitcoin, I'm probably involved somehow, some way, directly or indirectly. And so, came back home. I saw some YouTube videos where apparently Academy is not displaying their rifles, but still selling. I did go into Academy. They were not displaying these rifles right here. I'll get to these rifles later. But I just went up there and I asked them for it. They brought it out and they showed it to me. I took it. I took it while it was still there. So they're still selling rifles, all right. So first gun, it's a Walter P22 again. I already have one, right? I already have one. Sometimes I accidentally open this pocket, but quickly realize. So here's my P22, the black. There you go. Anyways, that's always on safety. That's black. I got the same model, different color though. I got the two-tone color. Oh yes, might as well just get rid of all this stuff. Oh, so I'll cut that out. But there you go, Walter P22 in a two-tone. Exactly the same gun, so I'm not gonna try to compare and weigh them. When I first purchased this, the salesman at Academy showed me both guns. I decided to go with the black one, just because it is really easy to conceal, put in here, hard to see, you know. And it does help because sometimes I will accidentally open this by accident, thinking that I pulled out the pocket where my credit card and my money is, and I'll realize, oh, this is the pocket for my gun. Oops, zip it back up. No one really notices anyway. So I decided to get this one just for a collection. I'm already familiar with the 22, the Walther P22. I do like it. It is rough in the beginning, and I could already tell it's rough. Just like when I first got this gun. Oh, this is a lot easier. You can feel that, you know, it just feels like that anyway. I'm gonna have to wear this in, or really, I mean, not even really fire this. This is just a collector's piece from me. So, anyways, let's take a look at what I did purchase. There is a receipt here. let's see here. Alright, now I even show you the prices, and oh my gosh, this is all under $2,000. But here's what I bought. So here's what I bought. Okay, let me show you. There we go, so you can see a little bit better here. Alright, so what did I buy? Oh. Let me see here, it's $6.99 for the Century Arms. I bought an AK rifle, by the way. I bought a jacket, $39.99. Let me see, what else did I buy? A Walther, a knife kit. I buy these inexpensive knives from Academy because well, I tend to lose a lot of them during my travel. They slip out of my pocket, whatever. I ditch them, I throw them away for whatever reasons. Anyways, I got more of those. Let me see what else here. Okay, so that one's $24.99. Everything's always $99. And then I bought the Walther P22, $299.99. And then the M&P Sport 2 for $6.99. Now I probably could have waited, gotten a better deal, but essentially, if you look at the total right here, if you look at the total right there, all under 2,000. So is that cheap? I don't know, but in any case, the reason why I can pay for it is because all the proceeds from my Bitcoin trading and investing and reinvesting, this is all an investment right here. It's going to be treated as property. So whatever I bought it for now versus whatever I sell it for in the future, it's an investment. And so I do invest in precious metal, like brass, lead, aluminum, iron, steel. I do invest in those commodities. I also invest in, oil, like a polymer. Polymer comes from oil. Plastics come from oil. So I invest in oil, crude oil. So these are other things that are just an investment for me, quote unquote. It's also a collection for me, especially this one right here. This is, I probably won't even use this. No, I changed my mind. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. I am going to use it. I am going to use it. Oh yeah, I am going to use this. Yeah. So this is more of a collection for me because it matches my, wow. Let me be right back. Alright, I'm back. It also matches, at least the color, the two-tone color. Let's put this off to the side here. Let's just move this a little bit over. So it also matches my SD9. And I guess if you're going to start collecting, well, you might as well just go ahead and start collecting, right? So, look at that. You can see that it kind of matches two-tone. One's Walther, but apparently Smith and Wesson maybe distributes this in America, so you got a little perfect pair. They're not perfect pair, but the point is, when I collect these things, I like to make it fun collecting. If I'm gonna have these, I might as well enjoy having them. So this, and I do carry this as my backup. I do carry my Walther here on my side, if you've seen my other videos. So when the salesman actually first showed me the Walther P22 and showed me this, I thought about this because it looks just like this, my SD9 9mm, and then the Walther P22, and I don't know, just there's something about guns that kind of match. They're kind of in the same family. This one's Smith & Wesson, although this is Walther, but obviously I think these are distributed by Smith & Wesson. Not sure, but anyways, that's why I got this one. And you know what might complete this, and yes, it is loaded but not chambered. Usually don't chamber this. I know right away. Yeah, not chambered. I believe they also have a 40 or 45 in the SD9 version as well, which you know, since I'm going into my collection phase, I might get one of those. But anyways, so that's the reason why I got the two-tone, and then this is two-tone. I guess, you know, when you get into gun collecting, or you're a civilian collecting guns or owning firearms, there's nothing wrong with having fun with it and matching and doing all sorts of things that you want to do because you can. You can do this. You don't have to, you know, get permission from the state or anything, or once you become of age. So there you go. So that's the reason why I got the Walther P22. So I'll put that away. Walther P22. So this is why I got this here. So yeah, I'm gonna register all this. Sure. I'm never gonna use this, so I might as well just go ahead and get this out of here. So this one I'll get to it eventually, but I just want to show you that this particular model with the two-tone Walther P22. Excellent. So this one I'm just going to go ahead and put back in my in my little waist packs, fanny pack, whatever you want to call it. Actually, I like it this way. Lots of room, really light. Anyway, so let's take a look at. I'll just leave that there. But let's take a look at the M&P Smith & Wesson M&P Sport. What do they call it these days? Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport 2. Let's take a look at this one first. Oh, it's upside down. Oh no. Well, oh boy. There we go. Got my first rifle. This is my first rifle I've ever purchased in my life. And let me see, did it come with a mag? Oh yeah, great. I got another magazine clip, 30 round. Thank God I'm in Texas. I didn't even know. I forgot to ask him about that. Oh, here's some more stuff. Another one of these. I'll just toss that aside. Instruction manual. Other stuff. Anyways, so 30 round mag, P-mag or Magpul, P-mag. So I got this with it, and there you go. Comes with a front sight post here. This handle here, this whatever this loop thing. I don't even know the name of some of this. Looks very similar to the Reticle. Of course it would be. It's just an AR15. Rear sights. So it came with these. And so with this one, I'm not going to put anything on it. There is no backup sights for this particular rifle, because the sights are my main sights. So I'm doing a little something different here. Let me see if I close this up here so you can kind of see a little bit better. go. Can you see that a little bit better now? So there it is. It's obviously a lot longer. It's a full-length rifle. It does have this collapsible stock at the end here. I haven't fired this yet, but if it's just like any other AR-15, I'm pretty familiar with it already. Okay, let's get rid of that. Standard bolt carrier. Interestingly enough, they got here, it's the same little symbol that they got on the AR that I got from Radical. So there you go. I can't wait to shoot this full rifle length. It's very, very tight on the takedown pins. I'm not sure if I'm going to even do the front takedown pin, but I did the second just to look inside. So a quick look at it, and that's about it. I'm not going to make any changes to it. I'm not going to add anything more to it. Feeling it. Oh, I get to finally shoulder something amazing. Put it on my cheek here. I guess I don't need to put it on my cheek. Let's see how it feels. I'm just seeing how it feels as a rifle versus a pistol. Okay, not that bad. I probably gonna have to get used to this stock because I've been shooting with the pistol, putting my cheek on it, doing a cheek weld. Now I could put my shoulder on it, and this is probably the most comfortable. About this far. Let me see. One, two, about 2 clicks. Well, I gotta figure out, play with it a little bit, but maybe one click works for me, sure. 1 click works for me. I guess just trying to get used to it. Gonna have to do the adjustments though. Let me see here. That's kind of what it looks like. If you're trying to, there you go. You can see the front post through the rear post, rear sight post. There you go. So there you go. I don't have to buy any sights for them. They come with, are these metal? Seems like they're metal. This is plastic. I don't know if this is plastic or metal. It feels like plastic. So the rear sight is plastic. The front sight is, I want to say metal, but they're there. I don't have to buy them. Looks like a very traditional M16 kind of style with this handrail on there. Different setup here as far as the upper. But that's alright. This is just, I'm buying it just as is. I'm not going to make any changes to it. I wanted a rifle. I didn't want to wait. I didn't go back to Radical Firearms because last time I went there was an 8-week waiting time. 8 weeks. I just want to, you know, that experience of I go into some place, I buy what I want to buy, and I walk out, just like everything else I do in my life. If I'm hungry and I want a T-bone steak, I go to the grocery store, I buy a T-bone steak and walk right out and get to eat it. You should do the same thing with this, especially since this is your constitutional right. So if you ever notice, the Constitution never mentions about feeding you. You have a right to be fed, but apparently you can go to the store and buy a T-bone steak and walk right out with it and eat it. You could eat it raw if you wanted to. But anyways, I'm in Texas, so I went in and I bought this and I walked right out. Not only did I buy this, it also comes with for you to put your sling on here, different areas right here as well, which I will probably get a sling I'm contemplating what type of sling, 3-point sling, or I don't know, who knows. Anyways, let's put this away. I'm very excited. I'm already familiar with the AR-15 platform. This other rifle that I got is a little different. It's a little new for me. It's an AK. You probably see from the box already what it is. It's a new Century, or I'm sorry, not new Century, but Century Arms. Oh, okay. Put that right here for now. So this is a Century Arms, and for me, one of the reasons why I decided to get an AK is, you know, half the world. I mean, there really is only 2 rifles in the world. If you just, I mean, from what I could tell, there's your AK, and then there's your ARs for the most part. And these 2 rifles have been at war with each other for a very long time, and they're both tested, they're both proven, they both have advantages and disadvantages. So in a world where you basically have 2 rifles, I think it's a good idea for a person who's getting into guns to learn a little bit about both of them. So here it is. This is entry level. That's what I asked for, because again, I want that experience of a new gun owner, a new rifle owner, and I want that whole experience where I could literally just walk in, say, I want to buy this, and then walk right out. So here it is. My semi-auto rifle. Okay. AK variant style. Probably gonna have to read a little bit more, watch some videos, learn more about it. But if you look at it, it looks like it really does look like, you know, your typical AK kind of gun. The wood is laminate, I was told, but it's wood. It's that red. I don't know what this is, but you know, that red wood that you see in those old Russian versus America movies. You got the wooden stock here. I mean, it's kind of clunky, it's bulky, it feels heavy. I can tell you that much. It's not adjustable, but you know what? I'm just trying it out. I'm checking out the sights, checking out the stock on this. Okay, very interesting. I'll have to learn and get educated on this, but I can't wait to shoot this. Take it apart, learn all about it. Anyways, so new out of the box. I can't wait to try it out. Oh man! Again, it comes with iron sights. I'm not going to add anything. This is it. This is going to be all I'm going to do to it. I want that experience like straight out of the box. Straight out of the box, ready to go. And let me test this out. I mean, apparently you could throw sand in here. Apparently. I'd like to take it apart, learn how this works, and better have a better understanding, appreciation of the weapons that are out there in the world today, right now. And really, if you don't know anything about this, there's nothing you can do in a situation where you're confronted with this. Your best option is probably to run, really, if you see any of these. Because they'll go through your car, they'll go through the wall, they'll go through a lot of things. And yeah, and when the bullet hits you, it probably won't be very pretty. So my 2 rifles, very excited I'm glad I'm back in Texas where I can just go ahead and buy 2 rifles and a pistol all at the same place, all in the same day, and basically walk out with it. They even asked me if I needed some ammo, which I don't need the ammo right now. I just want to make sure that the stores had this. Not only do they have it, although they didn't display it, although they had it, that they also are selling them as well. So yes, they are selling them. They may not have it on display. I got them at Academy, and my Walther P22. And so I just want to make sure I have them because, you know, when you want to start a revolution, the first thing you got to do is talk about it openly and privately in secrecy. And the second thing is you got to bear arms. So you got to take those first 2 steps in starting a revolution. So, anyways, there you go. So these are more guns that I will have and that I will travel with. I'm not sure I'm going to travel with all of them, but let me see which ones I can take with me where and which ones I want to take. I should be able to transport my rifles and my pistols and my revolvers in all 50 states. So let's see what happens. Anyways, leave this. I'm basically going to conclude this episode. So feel free to like, dislike, leave a video response, or leave a comment. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.